Well, Rob's got 6 games in. He's starting to make up school names like he did the girls' tournament. What was the one? Saint Pena of.
And the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, strong faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. Saint Philomena, Saint Patrick, and the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Now let's turn around. And the cast on the scoreboard.
Welcome, grade school basketball fans, to game number 7 of 10 tonight. I'm Rob Kenny, along here with Jim Lynch, tournament director, and Mike Colorman for the next game or two. This is our 2nd annual basketball All Saints basketball showcase, the boys division. We've had 6 really good games so far today. It's been great. Things have been going quickly, almost on time, which is more than you can say for most of these sorts of things. We're going to see St. Phil's 7th grade and St. Pat's from Washington, 7th grade. St. Phil's from Peoria, St. Pat's from Washington, and little visitors from across the river. We're just underway here, 15, 14 seconds in.
And I'll tell you, it's probably the 2 schools that are closest in proximity that we've seen play today.
Yeah, they are. A little closer than Pena. Appreciate those folks coming down. Wish them safe travels back.
I tell you, we watched Pena play St. Philomena last night and now tonight, and just a wonderful, wonderful group of families traveling from quite a distance. So
good for them. Good for them. Look forward to following their path in the ESA playoffs later on in the year.
I suspect they'll go deep.
Drew Klingen here with the first 2 points for the Tigers. He's going to get, no, he does not get the second 2 points there. Went down on the drive to the basket. St. Pat's is trying to get a counterattack drive going, but the pass ahead just eludes them.
Drew Klingen is a name we're going to hear a lot today. He's, as you can just see on the screen there, he's got about the build of a sophomore in high school.
I wish I had that build when I was a sophomore in high school.
He's strong. He can get to the hoop. has a nice jump shot, as you'll see from both of these schools. A lot of shooters. But as you can see, he plays downhill and a good,
yes. Good hands there, soft pass. A beautiful pass there from Skylar Platt. Gives Klingen his second bucket of the game, second bucket for St. Phil's, second bucket in the entire game. 4-0 now on the Tigers.
Again, great pass from Platt. Seeing the cutting Klingen. And again, using that ability for Klingen to get downhill.
It's Teddy Chris there with the quick hands. Pokes the ball away and then reward the big man as he runs the court. Gets his own fast break layup out of it. Very quick 6-0 lead here in the first 90 seconds of this game for the St. Phil's Tigers. Fine coaching staff there. Trent Rubenstein, Greg Stevenart for St. Pat's. Calls a quick timeout. Just a 30-second one. Players stay on the court. And he wants to tell them, remind them of who they are and how they play. And let's run the offense. Get ourselves a good look, even if it doesn't go in.
And that's one thing you'll see, as we haven't seen from a ton of these 7th grade teams. And again, this is primarily an 8th grade showcase, but in order to fill out the 10 games, we've invited some of the 7th grade teams. But St. Philomena has height.
Yeah.
They really have, and again, a couple more players on the bench, which I suspect we'll see tonight. But they really, between even Sam Wake, Drew Klingen, Teddy Kress, they have some height that we haven't seen out of some of the other 7th grade.
And notice there was a 7th grade roster filled out solely with 7th graders, which is not something we've seen a lot of.
No.
The 7th grade teams that we've seen here today. St. Pat's, a preponderance of 6th graders on the roster, if not on the court. There's Teddy Kress. Takes that nice pass from Klingen.
Kress finishing beautifully at the rim tonight.
See if St. Pat's can get into their offense here.
It's good to see some man-to-man defense out of St. Philomena.
Trying to take advantage there. It's Kress. Got a little bit behind his man, but those long arms. Get a clean block.
He's got the wingspan of a condor.
That was nice. Yeah, he could have reached up and got himself a popcorn while he was over there. Ball goes out of bounds. St. Pat's under their own basket. Run play cannot get a three-pointer off.
Nice
beautiful pass here. Not quite handled cleanly enough, though, by the recipient. We're going to get a first held ball of the game.
Has a great feed on the inside there from number 2, Jackson Hockenberry. Very unselfish move. He had a good opportunity to drive there, but just kicked it in.
He posts up down low there, but you can't get the entry pass to him. He's going to stay here, though, with St. Pat's. Inbound the ball in front of the St. Phil's bench. Number 14 coming in. Thomas Smith.
And again, we talked about that height from St. Philomena. They just bring in more. Good hustle from Platt on the defense. And that's one thing we're seeing from Philomena right now, just aggressive man-to-man.
Yeah, very active with the hands, and he's going to force the turnover there. Yeah, you're putting so much pressure on the offense when you're doing that. Just kind of trapped them in that left side. They could not reverse the field. All right, tick down towards 3 minutes going here in this first quarter. 8-0 St. Phil's. Using their height. Particularly,
nice turnaround and a friendly rim for Teddy Kress. He's got 6.
Teddy Kress, the shooter's touch there. Ball lands like a pillow on the rim. 10-0 now. You know what? We saw some 9-0, 10-0, 8-0, 12-2 leads disappear in these first 6 games we've played, though. This is not done and dusted by any stretch of the imagination.
And this one's going to get called on number 14. That's Thomas Smith. That'll be his first. Team's first.
Team's first. Going to send number 1, Griffin Klein, to the line for the St. Patrick Irish. Good looking free throw there. Just off a little bit to the right. Nice rotation. Good knee bend.
It's so early in the basketball season. We haven't started calling high school games yet, and I think we've already gotten our first jinx. I don't know how you guys did in the earlier games, but
Mike has wielded his powers.
You never let him go. There's Klein getting a second of 2.
All right. See the scoreboard switch from 0 to 1. Always nice, no matter what team you are.
You can see Coach Robenstein getting really trying to pump up his team on some defense here. You just see, again, the strength of Drew Klingen getting to the hole.
Oh, my goodness. That is a finish. You don't expect to see it at the 7th grade level. We always talk about inviting contact, finishing contact, you know, anticipating contact. He's giving it out.
Right.
Even though he's the offensive player. Going to get a second foul there over the back.
Thomas Smith is going to pick up his second.
Thomas is going to
second.
find himself on the floor. Number 30 coming in, Samuel Wake. I saw number
20 as well. I think that's
yeah,
Rowan Cassidy.
20, Rowan Cassidy coming into the game. Number 23, Ben Myers sits along with Thomas Smith. Oh, there's a nice job there. Is that Hockenberry there with the finish on the left side?
And that is not going to be the last we hear of Jackson. Strong basketball, 7th grade basketball player. We'll see him in the 8th grade game later tonight. Nice strip there from Klein and strip back. But the momentum just took a little,
nothing you could do.
Little over the territory.
If you wanted to get the ball, you had to commit over and back. What you'd rather do, though, than just throw the ball away blindly. Don't want to have a live ball turnover if you can avoid it. 12-3 now. Minute 45 to go here in this first quarter of game number 7. The All Saints Boys Division Basketball Showcase. Not a tournament again, folks. One-offs for every team. All 20 teams are playing here. It's a chance to play some people in unfamiliar uniforms. Oh, Kress fouls his shot.
Almost gets rewarded for it.
Yep. I can't believe the first one didn't go in.
Tommy Williams fighting for that rebound. That's a familiar name in this, Jim.
Yes, it is.
Klingen.
There's Drew Klingen again. You say he's bulldozing the way the basket, but he's not. It's a graceful power.
It's forced through the air. I will not want, even at my size, I do not want to stand in front of him.
Yeah, I would be cowering if he comes towards the scorer's table here.
And a great job by Kress running the floor.
Beautiful job by Kress. I can see the backboard there, but he did a great job of stopping himself, letting the defense fly by and take themselves out of the play. And then getting himself a free look. Eddie Kress and Drew Klingen doing all the heavy lifting on the
nice steal there from
board.
Williams on the open court there.
Not the first time we would say nice steal, great defensive play by Williams on this court. You're absolutely right.
No. Channeling an older brother there. Reminiscent of David.
Absolutely.
But again, one thing I'm really liking in Teddy Kress early in this game is his ability to get down the floor.
The willingness to get down the floor, too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm assuming he's just going to put on weight naturally. But boy, when he does.
If he wants to go on the Jim Lynch diet, I could get him fattened up by Christmas without a doubt. And the last second heave from Thomas Briggs does not hit structure, and we'll go into this first quarter, 18-3.
18-3, very impressive for St. Phil's. Mostly a height thing, really. I mean, we saw this earlier in the game with Pana with their 7th graders. They could, well, against your team, doing everything they're supposed to do, but they're just 8 to 10 inches shorter at almost every position, exception of Hockenberry. And Hockenberry's too good of a player to be selfish at this moment.
Right.
You know, he's still trying to get his teammates involved and run the plays and do that kind of stuff, though. So sometimes, particularly with 11 and 12 years old, it's just a matter of how your genes have been dealt.
And you're absolutely right. That Pana team was talented. They very, very well coached. But I suspect we'll see them again, and whether it's this year or next year.
Yeah. They got a couple guards, like I said.
Yeah.
If we see the next time we see them, they got 6 inches on them.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, holy smokes! It's going to be a different game.
When number 1,
yes,
starts growing, he's going to be a handful, and I'm not looking forward to that day. But when Sawyer Coleman finally hits that growth spurt,
well,
we're all going to hope that we said the rosary that morning.
12 or 13 points, even playing undersized.
Yeah. Talented young man. The whole team was.
Yeah, they grow guards apparently in Bloomington and Pana, because Bloomington had
They had quite a few too.
They had a cornucopia of guards. They just kept bringing guys in off the bench who could hit open threes and dribble behind their back. Right. Second quarter starts here with a 15-point lead for the home team on the scoreboard and wearing the home whites on your screen. St. Philomena Tigers. Team in black. Or dark blue, perhaps, is St. Pat's of Washington.
I think we're going to go with black.
All right, we'll go with black. They're striking uniforms, no matter what they are.
Foul here on Thomas Briggs. That'll be his first, team's first of the quarter.
I have to say, I'm admired the way these games have been reffed, Jim.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, that is that's 100% Thorne Keene, who does our scheduling, as Teddy Kress picks up his, I believe, 12th point.
That's his 12th point, yeah. 6 field goals here. Yeah, the refs have been, like I said, this isn't a tournament. It's not that there's nothing at stake, but it's not the normal things are at stake.
Right.
It's a one-off for all 20 teams. A chance for them to play some unfamiliar faces, unfamiliar uniforms, unfamiliar place. Keep the game moving.
Right.
And that's all these refs have done a great job of it. And I have not really heard too much complaining.
That's great hustle there. We're going to get a jump ball called here. But again, to the referees, we have a excellent scheduler in Thorne Keene at St. Jude, who does a phenomenal job in getting us some of the best in the business. Very blessed to have him do that, and as a volunteer nonetheless.
Well, there you go.
Shot is
Double
up
zero.
and
Nice,
good.
Thomas Briggs. Nice running. 15-footer from the right side. Beautifully done there by Thomas Briggs. Gets his first foul now, his first bucket. 20-7. And Pat's settling into the game now a little bit more. Gonna get a travel there. Yep.
Here. Nice hustle. I believe that was Griffin Klein who made the run down the floor. See Coach Robenstein calling one of his players back. I think Coach Robenstein is the only coach we've had here today with a tie on.
Yeah, he definitely is the only coach
I
we've had
feel
here with
very
a tie
dressed down right now, and I'm going to give him grief for that later. I think we've seen the Irish start to settle down a little bit
Yeah.
here.
It's been nice. They've adjusted to the pace of the game. I think it came out a little bit fast for their liking. Thomas Smith back in with his 2 fouls. We're going to see Drew Klingen go out now.
And a much-deserved rest for Klingen, as he's played the first 8 minutes of this game.
Yeah, we're going to see if St. Pat's can make some hay out of having Drew on the bench here for a minute or two. Ball's going to go out of bounds. I think he just lost it. It was Griffin Klein again.
Nice move by Klein. Just
Yep.
lost the handle on it.
Yeah, you saw what he was trying to do. Just slipped out of his hands. A little full court press here. It works. Get a turnover in the back court, or the front court rather. See if it can turn into points. Going to get a foul.
This one's going to be on number 23, Ben Myers.
Ben Myers gets his first foul of the game. Third on the team. So first, I think.
First
in
on
this
the
half.
team, yeah.
in this quarter, yeah.
A little change here, folks, and we'd like to remind you, and I'm sure you have throughout the day, that fouls reset every quarter. Oh, that went right through the legs of Hockenberry.
Teddy Kress.
I don't know how Kress held his balance there.
I don't know how he didn't break a leg.
Yeah.
And here's Ben Myers backing the ball out now. He's going to assume the point guard duties. The ball just falls to him. He's ready to shoot, though. Oh, ooh, and the 4 there, Skyler Platt. His bulk kind of overpowered.
I'm going to tell you, there's at any given time on the floor, Skyler Platt's going to be one of your strongest kids.
Yeah.
And one of the kindest kids as well. But when he steps on this floor, again, I not interested in tussling with him because he is strong and aggressive.
Good to know.
Sneaky fast as well.
Naturally strong young man.
Smart move by Hockenberry to kick that out.
Yeah, good defensives down there. It's Kress. He's giving up some pounds, but not inches to his opponent. Oh, good looking shot there by Thomas Briggs.
I tell
Just
you
didn't
what,
go.
Briggs hustled after his own shot though, and I like seeing that.
Yeah, but I'm sure he thought the shot was going in. It looked perfect.
Yeah,
it's just about a ½ inch too long.
Rowan Cassidy checks back in for the Tigers. Nice fake and check off. Hockenberry with the ball, giving up a lot of inches inside, and he's case in point there. We're going to see a number.
Get the foul there on Griffin Klein. Yeah, it was nice patience there by Jackson Hockenberry.
Yeah.
Just no matter how patient you are, Teddy Chris isn't going to shrink, though.
Yeah, I tell you, it's not only his height. He does have the wingspan that.
Yeah.
Ball's going to be out of bounds here. Just
looks like he could tie his shoes, Teddy, without bending over.
And from the third row of the stands.
You know, he's really coordinated. This is not one of those, you know,
No,
like an 8-inch growth spurt, and he left his coordination, you know, back on his pillow when he got up one morning. And
So
the illegal
screen,
screen there by Jackson Hockenberry. His first foul. Third in the quarter for the team, I believe. 20-7 here. The scoring sort of died down.
Sure has. Oh, strong move on the interior there.
There we
go. Really like that move.
That was a beautiful move there, yeah. Really confident. Here's Skylar Platt. Boy, there's some of that sneaky fast we were talking about there.
Yep.
He got from one shoulder to the other on his man quickly.
Foul here.
Now he's going to get the foul.
Maybe a little frustration foul there.
Yep, it's a stereotypical grade school foul. You miss what you think was an open shot, and then you don't get the rebound, and then you can't help but poke. 20-9 now. It was 18-3 at the first quarter, so nice claw back here by St. Pat's.
Nice screen from Hockenberry. They got a mismatch here inside. Will they take advantage of it? Bill Klein is going to take an extra step. It's that little roadrunner step.
Yep. Effective, you can get away with it. Illegal, though. But effective. 157, couple ticks, under 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Game number 7. As we see Mr. Drew Klingon back into the game here. Gets himself in the double figures.
The floater that he does so well.
That's a hard shot, no matter who you are, from whatever level, but particularly going straight onto the basket. You don't have any margin for error. You have no chance to get it off the backboard with any sort of confidence. He just drops it in like throwing laundry down the chute. Good pass out there by Hockenberry. Felt the double team, knew there had to be somebody.
That's a big boy move there from number 21.
That was Grant Johnson. Yeah, just didn't finish, but big boy move again. I like that by Jacob Cliff there too. Just neither of them could kind of get that little half hook, half push going. Excellent effort though. Couple offensive rebounds. Keeping the ball out of St. Phil's hands.
Hockenberry for 3. Good.
And he buries it. Well-run play. Got to admire Grant Johnson. He probably can take that shot. He gave up the 3 to a teammate with a little better look, a little shorter look at a 3. He's following his own shot there. Klingon. He's going to get.
That one is going to be on number 15, Jacob Clift, his first, team's 4th.
So Drew Klingon here, a chance to add free throws to his ledger here after 5 made field goals. He misses his first one.
That miss we're going to blame on Mike Plunkett.
Yeah,
he's not here.
I'm okay with that.
I'm sure he would turn right around and blame it on his daughter, Jill. And you know what? I'm going to defend Jill.
Drew misses both of those. Mike will be working the Bradley game, jinxing Division I players instead of junior high players for the rest of the evening. Great job by Griffin Klein. Just taking that loose ball, getting the steal, and going straight to the basket.
So Klingon picks up his first. It'll be team's 3rd. Klein will shoot a pair.
He's already made one today. Off on that first one. 22-12, 10-point deficit looking at St. Pat's. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Second one, much better attempt, but just hits the back of the rim, bounds out. Good find by Teddy Chris there. Drew Klingon smartly moves. Pull the ball out.
Yep, just, you know, they really don't have to push it at all.
Nope. Good active
tip
hands
ball
there.
Good, you know, number 23, Ben Meyer, is a very smart basketball player. Heard the tip, pulled it out, took their time.
Oh, Teddy Chris shot didn't take the shot, and there's a nice dump down
jump
pass.
ball.
I really don't think Thomas Williams was kind of expecting it. Thomas was going in for the rebound,
Right.
like most Thomases do. Or Williams, I mean, sorry,
Yeah.
Thomas Williams. Thomas Smith now going to inbound the ball. Back out to Ben Myers. You're right, he is very smart, very heady player. Made himself available there, helped, bails out Smith there, who was a little stuck on the baseline. Yeah, Hockenberry and Kress battling down there. Hockenberry, good help job, but just powered through. Drew Klingon.
Now he has 12 on the half.
He has half the points. He has matched St. Pat's scoring. It's halftime of this game 7 between 7th grade squads from St. Phil's and Peoria and St. Pat's in Washington. It's going to end with a 24-12 cushion for the Tigers, home team on the scoreboard. In about 8 minutes or so of real time, we'll be back to bring you the second half. We'll see you then.
See you in a bit.
Welcome back to the second half. Grade school basketball fans. Bringing you game 7 of 10 tonight here at the All Saints Boys Division Basketball Showcase, hosted by Peoria Notre Dame. We have 7th grade squads from Peoria St. Phil's and St. Pat's of Washington set to kick off here, and there's the whistle. 24-12. Tigers from St. Phil's up on the St. Pat's Irish. Number 2, good looking shot there. And Jackson Hockenberry putting the 2 number 2s together there.
I tell you, great hustle there from Griffin Klein.
Yeah, I like his game, his overall game in the first half. First time I've seen him play, and he is he'd be starting on a lot of teams. Let's put it that way. Drew gets himself in the air there with a half euro, half jump step. Kind of get bailed out.
Draw the foul on number 15. I believe that's Jacob Cliff.
Jacob Cliff.
Second.
Give Jacob a lot of admiration for staying in there with Drew Kling coming downhill at him.
They're going to call that a shooting foul.
Going to call it a shooting foul. I think it was on the way down from his jump step.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But
so Klingen's going to shoot 2.
Different interpretation. Makes
First
the
one
first one
is good.
It's his first made free throw of the day. So he's not running out. He's kind of running out of firsts here. Second one.
Kress is going to fight for that one, get it, and knock it down.
Well, there you go. Drew Klingen, Teddy Kress, the whole thing.
Well, I tell you, they're trading points back and forth here. Who's going to have
basically,
more?
yeah.
Drew went up by 1. Teddy said, I gotta take the lead back now. And a quick travel call here on Cliff and turn the ball back over to the Tigers. And if the Irish aren't careful here, the Tigers are going to start to run away with it.
You can look up and all of a sudden instead of being down by 12 at half, you look up and you're down by 24 points in the middle of the third quarter.
They had a nice second quarter.
They did. They made some really nice adjustments. Found themselves in the game, but that little handoff there from Platt to Klingen that is gravy.
Not the first time we've seen it. I suspect won't be the last.
No, it's kind of like those out of bounds plays you run with Amon.
Yeah.
They're just you run them until somebody stops it because it's so beautiful in its simplicity.
So this is going to be a foul.
Number 2, Klingen.
Drew Klingen. Second on number 2.
That's 2. Deuces wild. Number 2.
Deuces are wild.
Speaking of out of bounds plays here, we'll run one here for St. Pat's. Going to get himself a good look. Get that there to him a little quicker. If he can shoot a 2 or shoot a 3. Nice touch by Jackson Hockenberry.
I tell you, I love his game.
I absolutely see. But you told me to watch for both number 2s, and you could not have been more correct.
A couple of talented young players here, and it's going to be fun watching
you are going to be hearing
them develop.
Yep, you're going to be hearing their names on IHSA broadcast, not IESA broadcast here in a couple years. Drew Klingen running out of our room to put field goals.
I know.
For Drew. Going to have to ask him to take up a different sport here in the fourth quarter.
Hockenberry looking to give it up.
Very
heady move by Platt.
Ball doesn't go out of bounds, yeah. I mean, you say Hockenberry, he threw the pass there that led to the turnover, but it's his patience that I really like under there. He certainly could try to power through the double teams and put this team on his shoulders, but he's playing the right way. There's number 30 there, Samuel Wake. Could not quite get that ball to go in off the kiss of the glass.
I tell you, Skylar Platt gets called for a foul there, which I'm not, I can't agree or disagree. I didn't see the replay, but but the sheer hustle of grabbing that ball as he goes into like a death spiral roll was fantastic. And then he gets
there you go. Yeah,
he's going coast to coast. He's not giving it up.
Is that sneaky speed you were talking about?
I love it.
Sometimes the biggest kid on the court gets called for a foul just because he's the biggest kid on the court. It's how Daryl Dawkins used to set picks, and some guy to go careening into the 5th row. They call it on Daryl Dawkins. He's like, he ran into me.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes the other guy just falls down.
Sometimes the other guy just collapses due to the sheer weight of your gravity. Oh, beautiful shot there, Thomas Briggs. The second time we've seen him drop in a beautiful mid-ranger. Nice, nice touch on that young man. 33-16 now. About 2.5 minutes to go here in the third period, game 7.
Ball goes to Sam Wake in the corner, and they go right in the crest. And nice defense.
Very good defense. And Crest just found himself a little bit underneath the basket there. Couldn't quite get the angle.
I love the way that Johnson's moving the ball up the floor right now. Strong sixth grader for the Irish.
Yeah, boy, I just want him to have some confidence in his shot. He's had a couple clean looks at threes, and he hasn't taken them. I know it's probably to get a better look, and that's not the shot. But if he can find his shot, or if it has a shot.
Press picks up his first.
He's going to.
Hockenberry had a great move to the hoop in the lane with the left hand.
Jackson's going to earn himself I believe, his first free throws of the free throw attempts of the game. First one comes up a little bit short. That was a little flat. A little more knee bend here on the second one. I bet you it's going to go in. Thomas Smith, number 14, comes in. We saw Thomas get a lot of playing time in that first half. Quit himself well. Teddy Kress sits down, so Thomas can come into the game. There's that second one. You just knew he was going to have a little more knee bend there.
Just need a little more oomph over the front of that rim.
He fixed it himself.
Nice hustle there by Klein. Forces a turnover.
He's going to get a ball's going to stay down here off the foot of the Tiger defender. It's good defense. They disrupted the inbounds pass. Leads to the turnover. Jackson Hockenberry finds number 1, Griffin Klein.
Nice finish from Klein.
Yeah, there's Klein. Oh, nice hustle. Beautiful, beautiful done by the St. Pat's.
Klein's got a motor, and we haven't seen it slow down yet.
No. He is announcing his presence with authority here in this quarter. Oh, there he is again, yeah. Anticipates that pass. Not the best pass in the world, but he was there.
Oh, nice.
He takes it all the way in.
Steal and finish for Klein, and we're going to get a timeout called here as the Irish have gone on a heck of a run here.
Yeah.
Very strong.
It was 17. It was 33-16 at one point. Now it's 33-21. Nice little 6-0 run here. Best thing I like about it is Klein that he did not take a single dribble with his right hand that whole time. Ball did not touch his right hand until he was ready to shoot.
Yeah,
keeping it away from that defense, keeping it away from Drew Klingen. Nicely done. Well, it's kind of what we saw in the second quarter from them. They put up a fight, clawed their way back into the game, and now they've just done it kind of in microcosm here. They got themselves down, and we said, the game was in danger of slipping away and getting irretrievably tipped in the Tigers' favor. But it's not that way now. Minute 40 to go. Back to that halftime deficit of 12.
So, folks, coming up next, we do welcome the 8th grade team for St. Philomena, but they will not be playing Washington St. Pat's. They're actually going to be playing Quincy St. Peter, who made another long journey.
Yes.
And they are, I think that's going to be another great game.
I know nothing about Quincy St. Peter's. I do know every time I've been to Quincy as a coach or a player, I come back with my tail between my legs. There's really good athletes in the Quincy area. We got Klein on Klingen here. That is a really good matchup there.
Yeah, Klein is causing trouble. And there's that give and go. A great help from number 15, Jacob Cliff. But again, it's just
a little bit unlucky that the ball just happened to fall right back to Drew. Yeah, that ball could have scored it anywhere and probably would have been a turnover.
Ooh.
Yeah, got rid of the ball there. I'm going to call that the Euro step. One other step, and I think we would have heard a whistle blow.
I think it was the Eurasian step.
We're
going to throw in a whole other kind
like the Eurasian, the Eurasian flu, Eurasian step, and they're both allowed. I agree with you wholeheartedly about Grant Johnson. Just like the way he handles his business out there. Very, very confident ball handler.
And for a 6th grader, he's going to be just fine as he continues to mature and grow.
There's an 11-year-old there playing out there with. Could be some 13-year-olds out there.
You just look at him next to Kress or next to Klingen or even next to Hockenberry. Some of those guys look like young men.
Yeah.
They are young men.
I didn't say the same thing for Thomas Briggs out there too.
Yeah.
Another 6th grader who's acquitted himself very, very well out here. Gets the ball right there.
There.
He's going to get a shot off. There he goes.
I
I appreciate him showing up on cue. Thomas Briggs, his 6th point.
Steps up as you ask for it.
Really, really impressed with these. Well, the whole team, but the 6th graders. And Jacob Clift, again, he's a 6th grader. We've seen him stand in there to some of these big guys running downhill. Completely unperturbed. Right, about 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. We got 12. 12-point lead. We got
off the mark.
Oh, there it is.
Press. Long shot. I tell you, Klein is doing everything he can.
Yeah, there's just not much you can do. Klingen's not falling down there. He's just using his superior strength. Getting offensive rebounds. Got about 5 seconds to go here for them to get a shot off. Try to get this lead back down to 12. Have themselves be an even quarter. And blocked by Teddy Kress. That's going to find us with a 37-23 St. Phil's lead, and managed to win that quarter by 2 points. But it looked like they were going to win it by about 20 at one point.
I tell you, the way they started, I absolutely thought the same. Absolutely thought the same.
So period 4, we'll see this final 6 minutes. Looking at a 14-point deficit for the team in black, St. Pat's from Washington. You know, in a showcase like we talk about, it's, you know, there's not a tournament. You know, there's no plaques, no nothing like that. No extra games, no nothing like that too. You just want to try to win here at St. Pat's. Try to win this next quarter, show some good things, get the ball into the Hockenberry. Maybe get the youngsters a couple shots here.
And that's one of the things we worked on here. And now, boy, coming to the table here, I'm going to have to step out of my my announcing role and be a dad for a second. So forgive me 1 second. I'll be right back.
No problem. So again, this is game number 7. Game number 8 coming up will be the 8th graders from St. Phil's, but they will be playing Quincy St. Peter, 8th graders. I don't know whether Panna or Quincy have traveled further, but they both traveled very far to be here today. We really appreciate it. Right, the ball is set in here. Teddy Kress gonna get poked from behind. Yeah. Quite sure why Teddy didn't drive that ball all the way to the basket. But Jackson Hockenberry is going to get his 2nd foul there. Going to make Teddy Kress earn it from the free throw stripe, where Teddy has not been yet today.
See the official having some words with some of the boys. I'm not sure what the conversation was, but
did not affect Teddy Kress.
Not at all.
Not bothered by oratory. He pops in that first free throw, giving his team a 15-point lead. Pops in the 2nd one.
Quite conveniently, he's got 16 points on the night.
And a 16-point lead, huh?
Funny how that can work like that.
Yeah, very symmetrical.
Hockenberry loses the handle on it.
That's just a tough pass right over the top from the top of the key to you, right when you're in the middle of the lane. You have no angle at all.
Nice move from Kress through the lane.
Takes it in.
Good.
Follows up his 2 free throws with another 2-point shot, point blank range. A magnificent touch. Now we have an 18-point lead, which I believe is the biggest of the game.
Yeah, they're starting their quarters really strong, which is setting the tone.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
Hockenberry just goes up strong, gets bailed out on the foul, or with the foul. That's going to be on Kress. That's his team's second here in the 4th quarter. And sometimes for Hockenberry just go up and do that, I like it, you know?
Yeah. And we've talked a lot about how he likes to play the game the right way, trying to get his teammates involved, making that extra pass. If the play is set up for him to provide the assist rather than the shot, that's what he's doing. You like to see that in a young man. You know, Coach Lane Langhoff always talks about body language, and that's part of what he means. You know, are you coachable?
Absolutely.
Are you not getting frustrated? I've seen any of that with Hockenberry.
You know, for some of these St. Pat's kids, you're not sure if they're going to end up at Washington or P&D. Sure, love to see them over here.
couple of these guys are good. We'll hold a place for Thomas Briggs and Griffin Klein and Jacob Clift.
Hockenberry,
Grant
Johnson, we'll take them all.
Yeah, we'll take all these kids.
Oh, great inbounds play. It finishes with a Klingon layup.
Klingon making a big bid to be the high score, individual scorer in a single game here.
I think I've got him for 23. Nice steal there from Ben Myers. He's going to push it up.
Boy, that excellent close control there on the dribbling.
Not quite ready for it, but is able to get it off.
Smart enough to figure out what to do with it once he gets it. All right, 4:40 to go now. We're getting that sort of what we were talking about earlier. That 21, you look up and all suddenly, boy, instead of 12, it's 21.
Yeah, and that's what Philomena will do to you. They'll just keep pressuring you and going after. That's just a fantastic move from Hockenberry. Good no call there from our official.
Yeah, just couldn't like the fact he looked like he tried to finish with his offhand, his left hand there, which is a little easier finish. Like to see that in a young man.
And as we approach 4 minutes here, we're seeing both teams starting to
do that hockey line change.
Hockey line change.
So we're going to see here for St. Phil's, we're going to see number 1, Calvin Cusack, number 5, Christopher Jones into the game, number 20, Rowan Cassidy checks in. We've seen Rowan out here before. We got number 13, Thomas Williams, and number 30, Samuel Wake. For St. Pat's, we got 44, Connor Toohill in. We got number 30.
Oh, nice
Kellen
rebound
Cole.
and almost finished there from Sam Wake. He's going to go good off the glass.
Oh,
no good.
Not quite get it to go.
I thought Philomena had a few opportunities there. I like that they just keep going back up strong. Justin Paul. No good. Another chance inbound it here.
20, Chris Tenuta into the game also. Number 24, Jude Cody. And number 33, Christian Swearingen. Also, Kellen Cadwallader. A name familiar to anybody paying attention to sports in the last year or two around this area. Three and a half minutes to go. Number 20 is going to, nice looking shot there by Chris Tenuta, did not go in, but team gets his rebound there. That is, not Chris Tenuta, number 20, Rowan Cassidy, and Christopher Jones with the putback.
That was a great rebound and putback there from Chris Jones. Knowing where to be, read that rebound, and gets his first basket of the game.
Washington fans get into the game there. Nice catch there in the front row of the bleachers.
Where technically they shouldn't be
Yeah,
seating,
they should not be. It's a danger to the
but
players.
But our PA announcer, Joe Corey, sleeping on the job.
We do that for the safety of the players, not necessarily, well, the safety of everybody, but really safety of the players. These young men will be going for loose balls on that sideline. And we like to just have them apparently crash directly into the bleachers instead of being.
Nice little jumper from Wake off the mark. Big rebound there from 33. He's going to get fouled. Christian Swearingen. So here come the Irish.
2.5 minutes to go. Find themselves now down 23
Good
points.
hustle from Jones.
Yeah, I like what we've seen from Jones. Really like what we've seen here from Samuel Wake, too. He's got an offensive bent about him. There's Chris Tenuta, number 20, putting it up.
Great move. Getting his first basket of the game.
Really, really nice finish high off the glass there.
Saw that lane to the hoop and took advantage of it. Just as, we almost saw.
Number 20, almost Rowan Cassidy. Both 20s scoring. Ball's going to go to the Irish on the held possession. Going to see number 14, Jordan Powers, come in, replacing Connor Toohill. Some confident ball handling here out top. Like to see that.
Irish looking to move. Powers with it.
Still running their offense there.
Yeah,
looking to.
I like their patience.
Being patient here. See if they can maybe move the ball onto the left side here. Getting a little
We're gonna have a
Both
jump
players
ball
fighting
here.
for it. Yeah, that was number
That's Swearingen and Williams going after it there.
number 13, number 33. Held ball goes to St. Phil's. 90 seconds, minute and a half to go here.
I tell you, Cassidy sees that lane and he
Yeah,
knows
he's-
what to do. He wants it. He wants that opportunity.
He's got a nose for it.
Oh, Jones with a good crossover.
Asking for some help here. Williams comes out, helps him. A little miscommunication there between number 30, Samuel Wink, and number 13, Thomas Williams. No harm done in the larger scheme of things as we get down to about a minute to go here in this fourth quarter. Game number 7. We're going to see this game go the way of the Tigers eventually here. Under a minute to go.
That's a nice move through the
Like
lane
that,
there.
but yeah, Tenuta does a good job of just probing over there on the right side. He found himself with a 2-pointer that went in the first time.
Rowan Cassidy's going to pick up his first.
It's going to be a shooting foul, I think. Yeah, should be.
Tenuta is going to take a couple of shots here.
Let's see if his touch around the basket extends out to that 15-foot mark. Not bad looking shot there. One more. Trying to get the lead back down to 20. Off the front of the rim this second time. There's Chris Jones. Nice behind the back dribble to free
Nice
himself.
move from Jones.
Yeah, half-court line there.
Oh, just
Tripped over his own feet there. Got maybe a little bit too fancy. Good job, though.
moved very well with the ball, though.
Yeah, he really did. You see that he's a 7th grader. He's got some potential there as a ball handler. If you ever find yourself down one, I think he could fill in ably. Tenuta trying to get to the hoop again.
As you look at some of these 6th graders for St. Pat's, they're going to have a very, very strong team next year.
Yeah. Be like, oh yeah, you could put a nice group of 6th graders out there on the floor and not embarrass you. Not embarrassing, I don't mean that word, but not find yourself behind the 8 ball too much. Yeah, no, a lot of potential out there. Again, just need a little more protein, some jeans. Give them about 4 inches and 15 pounds, and you got yourself some all-regional, all-sectional players out here for St. Pat's. All right, that is going to see the game out there. 21-point victory for St. Phil's, the team in white, for their 7th grade. Their 8th grade's coming up, playing Quincy St. Peter's. We'll bring you that game number 8 in about 10 minutes of real time, folks. Thanks for joining us for this one. Hope you stay for the next one.
See you soon.